Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Minnesota Vikings. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense for the Vikings, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
That's good.
First and 10, Eason. Eason gets hit, and the ball pops free. And the Vikings pick up the football.
Come on now, come on.
And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They go play action with Eason. Rope, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Draymond Jones, his second sack of the night. But when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Eason. Eluding the pressure right. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to fourth. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Patriots are going to get the football here at their own 23. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. It's Eason. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Eason to throw. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's a give to Fournette, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Jabari Zuniga with a stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Flushed out right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for the Patriots.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Play action. Now Jackson. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They go play action now. Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. So here are the Vikings now as they will go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12.
Expect nothing less, baby. Expect nothing less.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Vikings 16, Patriots 3.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And the hard count got the defense there, encroachment, and the 5-yard penalty. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep, and this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Now it's Jackson. Staying on his feet. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And
he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
When a a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, the defense, they've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. To throw is Jackson. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. Now Jackson. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. And they will take a knee here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that? Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. They'll look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. He had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Foyesade Oluwakin. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And they'll run on the inside handoff. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Travis Kelce, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
To throw on third down, Peck. Buying time to his left. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. Ty Summers there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him early, but shut it down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room, an onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down at the 28.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now a handoff looking right, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Trying to improvise. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Give me that ball, defense. Slam. Bang. Hey, report.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Patriots 3. Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened.
And I think the ball's out. And this one will kick out of bounds, so they'll hold on to it inside the 10-yard line. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Peck. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Peck. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the...
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, we have seen in NFL history some punters that could also throw the football, but here, that fake punt, total disaster, leads to 6 points the other way.
Yeah, Brandon, a lot of quarterbacks, they used to do double duty as punters as well, and you as an historian of the game remember that. Nowadays, we don't see it at all. And judging by that throw, I don't think he's going to get too many more opportunities to put the ball in the air.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with deep.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off at the 28. And running with power here. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Looking to throw. Watkins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings send out their punter as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. Back to throw. Peck flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Peck. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. Going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford any more at this point. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Now they try the right side here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Oh, he fakes a spike. Being chased out left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Hicks. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51.
Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking.
The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Patriots take over. Now a handoff here to his running back. Oh, look at the juke. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Peck. He finds his man. Complete. It's Beck. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is going to lose a big chunk of yardage. So we do have a flag on the field. So what's the call? Let's find out. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Off the play fake. Peck. They'll roll him out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and a mile. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over. And what in the world? Now they're going to fake it. And he is not going to get the first. But remember, it was only 1st down. So a bit of an odd play. And it results in 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception of the first. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down. Peck. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Vikings are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play there for Minnesota. Was that supposed to be a curl route and then he improvised, or you think it was designed like that?
I think it was designed because one thing quarterbacks can't stand is being crossed up on routes. They don't like too much improvisation. So most of the time when you see a play, it was drawn up that way, and that one was executed perfectly.
Yeah, and the defender bit on the curl. The Pats at the line ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And now the rookie's free. The 20. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the fourth. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Out to his left. Looking downfield for Kelsey. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep...
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the gun, Peck. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
2nd and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So defensive final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year, because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, at least at the very end, there's something to take away. They lost the game, but got in the end zone, got a 2-point conversion as well. I don't know, though. In the end, you still lost the football game.
You still lost the game, but maybe they were just capitalizing on the flurry at the end, right? You scored the touchdown, keep the momentum going, go for 2. Maybe they're working on something for down the road. As you said, it doesn't matter. You lose the game, but you finish with a touchdown and a successful 2-point conversion.
Some sort of a building block.
Yeah, something.
So for Minnesota, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns.